What is up, guys? What is up? You are gaming with Gavin. So, I'm going to show you guys how to find the Blurite ore to make the Blurite crossbow. I kind of made a little makeshift area. There are going to be rocks right here. You just break them with your pickaxe. But we are right here in the fractured plains, and we're going to go into this vault. If you want to know what it is, I can't tell you because I can't. Okay, Taglakara. There's also some copper and tin right there. But yeah, pretty much honestly what you should do is just make a teleport pad. You know, I didn't really need to make that roof, but I just felt like giving it a little bit of character. But you do what you want. There is a Garu spawn. There's a Garu spawn outside of that area too, so be cautious of that. But let's get into it, guys, as we do our new 2 doors. So we got a breakaway wall right here. Comment down below what you guys call those. Probably like another thing. I don't know. I can't tell you why I call them breakaway walls. I guess it just, I don't know. Fractured walls. But yeah, we're using our Staff of the Light, guys, we got in the last video. If you didn't check that one out, go ahead and check that one out either after this video, or if you want to stop now and go catch up on the series. We have, from episode 1, I think we have like 9 or 10 episodes now. I think Dragonwild has been quite the success. I do really enjoy the game. I hope you do, and if you do, comment down below and let me know. This is kind of just a mage walkthrough I'm doing right now. I'm trying to strictly just use mage. Like in the beginning, you'll have to use, you know, the melee club for a minute. But after that, that's kind of it. I have a tube of cooking in here, a tube of artisan, tomato seeds. Things are really gonna need. Honestly, I'm gonna grab some sandstone while I'm here, guys. This is a good resource. This is for the most part also outside throughout the scatter plains. Should hug the wall. Some tin ore. Oh, we got an effigy. Receive the wisdom of ancients. Okay, so this is how you unlock the paladin armor. Nice, nice. Should definitely build that at the end. Oh wow, that's a lot of them. I feel like I got lucky and they got glitched or something, because there's no way it went that smooth. Oops. Oops. Let's see what's that effigy right there. We want to run it, but I want to see if there's anything right there. I think soon we'll be heading up to the new area. We did take out Velgar pretty quick, if I do say so myself. I don't know, I felt like I took a while to do it before on the first shred run through, just because I wanted it to last longer. But another effigy, that's the helmet. So I think we have like the helmet and the plate body. Looking for the legs. Wonder what also kind of weapon they're gonna have in here, because they usually have a weapon. Just kind of got this. I don't want to carry too much, you know, because of these vault fours. They're gonna weigh us down, and the shards themselves. Speaking of which, I never went and picked back up those 4 shards that I dropped. So great. think we're just gonna wind step over this. Call it a day. Take the sandstone. This. I think we'll take the ore just to have it. You know, obviously we're in the Iron Age, not really the Bronze Age anymore, but it doesn't hurt. Definitely might have to go back to that crawl space though. Totally beef that. Oh, that sucks. Yeah. Oh, look at all these rats. There's a lot of rats. I don't like all these rats. Problem solved. We're just gonna smoke up from the top so they don't fall off anymore. Wow. Oh. Yeah, nice running jump start. Alright, this looks like the last effigy. I think. Probably not. It's a weapon one, right? Okay, so we have the plate body. Maybe in return, the reward is the Blurite. Comment down below, guys. Maybe we gotta go back to that crawl space. I feel like there's realistically nothing in that crawl space, but there are quite notorious for that. But in here, guys, is the Blurite, and this is what you want to not do. Don't fall down. Yeah, look at that. To my knowledge, I don't know if the steel crossbow is better, but before the update, the Blurite was the money. As you see, it unlocks a little bit of decoration too for us. I mean, I could have just sat there and waited for the spell to go again, but I don't know, something about just doing it real quick. Hopefully not dying in the process. Man, that's a tricky one. Okay, so it was a one and done kind of deal. Not bad, not bad. Yes, I don't know if you guys can tell, so as like it gets closer, I try to like have it like the last spell come down closer to me, so it's like they're coming into it. Alright, and there's the Wild Scout short bow. See, yeah, I feel like they could have put corresponding weapons in corresponding spots. But that's just my opinion. Another bolt for now we are over encumbered. Let's clear some stuff. Definitely get rid of all those rocks. Alright guys. Alright guys, so that was a pretty quick, easy cave. This shows you where the Blurite is, and there's an ugly rat that's just gonna pop out of nowhere. Call them the New York City rats. Alright guys, but I'll see you back at base and we'll craft the Blurite crossbow, even though we're probably not using it. Alright guys, I know I said I'd meet you back at base, but I totally forgot to get the blueprint to unlock the crossbow is different from where you get the ore. So, where you get the ore is over here in this vault, over here where we just were at. And then you're going to go ahead and migrate your way up here. There are going to be at least one Garo Druid, an Archer, and a melee guy here, usually. But there you can count at least like 3 to 4 Garus. And you're going to come over to this chest, and this is actually... I know I'm always like, oh, these chests are suck, these chests are garbage. This is one of the only chests that you're actually going to be able to get, essentially, the blueprint, and it's called the Zura metal contraption. So it's pretty much the Blurite crossbow is what it is, and then obviously some more other stuff in here. Alright guys, so that's how you get the recipe and everything. So I'll now meet you guys back. Now we'll go to base. You're gonna go ahead, you're gonna go to your smithing anvil. After you smelt your Blurite ore, you get around like 6 to 7 bars. You're gonna go over to these Blurite crossbow component limbs. So it'll take about 2 to make one, so you're gonna go ahead and make that. And then real quick, also because we made the crossbow bolts, you're going to go over here, and we're going to need to pull out some iron bars, quite a few of those also. So you're pretty much going to need iron bars, hard leather, padded cloth, and some vault shards to make the paladin armor. So go ahead and make that. Throw it on one of our mannequins for display. We'll go ahead and throw our iron bars back over here so we're not over encumbered like a McDonald's regular. And then you're going to take your components of the Blurite and you're going to go over to the fletching bench. Now pretty much what you're going to need to make the Blurite crossbow is some blightwood, which you know where to get that. Swamp thread, which is a swamp wheat in the blightwood. You get your components. Your jade you'll get from breaking open ores, and then some bolt shards. That's pretty much how you're going to make the Blurite crossbow, guys. If we did use this, to my knowledge at the moment, before the update, this was the best crossbow to have. We're going to use the last 5, just make some bolts with those. And then the more you get into those, the more stuff you can do and add other features. Also, the other thing we unlocked was the Wild Scout short bow, if you want to make that. That's 10 oak logs, 2 antlers, 2 wool thread, and some 12 berries. But I personally, myself, guys, I do like the crossbow. You can wield it with a shield if you have one, so I do recommend using the Draconic Visage with the anti-dragon shield, and that's a pretty sweet combo if you have the ranger armor, which to my knowledge before, again, the update was best in slot. Now they have the green dragon hide and others. But if you guys like this video, make sure you smash that like button for me. Comment down below what you want to see next. We're almost at 100 subscribers, guys. We need about like 14 more. So if you could go ahead, subscribe to the channel for me, I'd appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one.